Okay, read it, Yusuka. Ready, steady, go.
Many linguists predict that at least half of the world's 6,000 or so languages will be dead or dying by the year 2050. Languages are becoming extinct at twice the rate of endangered mammals and 4 times the rate of endangered birds. If this trend continues, the world of the future could be dominated by a dozen or fewer languages. Even higher rates of linguistic devastation are possible.
Michael Krauss,
director of the Alaska Native Language Center, suggests that as many as 90% of languages could become
moribund
or extinct by 2100. According to
Krauss,
20% to 40% of languages are already moribund, and only 5% to 10% are safe in the sense of being widely spoken or having official status. If people become wise and turn it around,
Krauss says
the number of dead or dying languages could be more like 50% by 2100, and that's the best case
scenario.
The definition of a healthy language is one that
acquires
new speakers, no matter how many adults use the language. If it isn't passed to the next generation, its fate is already sealed. Although a language may continue to exist for a long time as a second or
ceremonial
language, it is moribund as soon as children stop learning it. For example, out of 20 native Alaskan languages, only 2 are still being learned by children. Although language extinction is sad for the people involved, why should the rest of us care? What effect will other people's language loss have on the future of people who speak English, for example? Replacing a minor language with a more widespread one may even seem like a good thing, allowing people to communicate with each other more easily. But language diversity is as important as biological diversity. Andrew Woodfield, director of the Center for Theories of Language and Learning in Bristol, England, suggested in a 1995 seminar on language conservation that people do not yet know all the ways in which linguistic diversity is important. The fact is, no one knows exactly what witches are hidden inside the less studied languages, he says. Woodfield compares one argument for conserving unstudied and endangered plants, that they may be medically valuable, with the argument for conserving
endangered
endangered languages. We have inductive evidence based on past studies of well-known languages that there will be riches, even though we do not know what they will be. It seems paradoxical, but it's true. By allowing languages to die out, the human race is destroying things it doesn't understand, he argues.
Stephen Worm
Stephen Worm, in his introduction to
the Atlas
to the Atlas of the World's
languages
in danger of disappearing, tells the story of one medical cure that depended on knowledge of a traditional language. Northern Australia experienced an outbreak of severe skin
ulcers
that resisted conventional treatment. Aborigines acquainted with the nurse told her about a lotion derived from a local medicinal plant that would cure
the ulcers.
Being a woman of broad experience, the woman didn't dismiss this claim for non-Western medical knowledge. Instead, she applied the lotion.
She applied
the lotion, which healed
the ulcers.
This incident and similar ones have resulted in a general search throughout Australia for medicinal plants known to Aboriginal people through their languages and traditional cultures. The search has to be fast because most Australian languages are dying. When they go, the medical knowledge stored in them will go too. As Michael Klaus expresses it, the web of languages is a
microcosm
of highly specialized information. Every language has its own take on the world. One language is not simply a different set of words or the same things.
For the same things.
Just as we depend on the biological
complexity
for our physical
survival,
we depend on linguistic complexity for our cultural survival.
Good.
Adapted from
Endangered Languages
by
Rosemary Ostler
for spring 2000.
Okay, do the questions, Yu-chan.
Okay.